Skyfire tells you that you can make your products and services in data available for purchase to the fastest growing new user group, which is AI agents. So that's pretty crazy to consider that now there's a future where one of our customer audiences is going to be AI agents. I mean, have we even considered what marketing to an AI agent should look like or would look like? Do we market to them like any other persona or target audience? That is a pretty crazy concept. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the AI Marketing Navigator. This is your daily compass in the ever-evolving world of AI marketing. Okay, navigators, we are back today talking about another exciting platform that is going to move us towards that AI agent economy that acts entirely on its own, autonomously, without the intervention from us humans. We just talked about agent.ai the other day in a previous episode. Definitely go check out that episode. And we talked about how it was a step towards this new type of economy that we're definitely going to be seeing in the next 5 to 10 years, if not sooner. And that is this AI agent economy. And this tool that we're talking about today, which is called Skyfire, aims to accelerate us down that path even faster to that reality. Much like agent.ai, this is a platform that's going to enable and encourage AI agents to interact autonomously with one another to perform tasks and services. And they seek to also enable these AI agents to exchange currency for these services. The mission of Skyfire, pulled from their About page, check out the website, link is in the show notes, is to create the world's first fully autonomous open economy for agentic AI. They say that AI agents shouldn't need banks or credit cards or even humans to get stuff done. And their mission goes on to list a few things that need to happen for that or must be done in order for that reality to be accomplished. One is that agents need to be endowed with an identity, one that's trusted, verified, and unique, which is going to be important, a very important concept, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Two, they need to be empowered with financial rails. They need to be empowered, but they have to be some financial guardrails that allow them to make and receive payments globally and instantly. So on this page about the product, they get into some of the more detailed features, and one of them is being the budget constraints. Guardrails that you'll be able to set up so that your agent, although it does act autonomously and it's empowered to spend that money and engage in those transactions, it won't be able to break your bank or go outside of your budget constraints. That's going to be key. Three, these agents need to be governed by business rules, logic, and budgets, all of which are going to be defined by the enterprise and customers that they're working with. Again, yes, the economy is autonomous. Yes, the system and the agents are autonomous, and that's part of what makes it powerful. But obviously, there has to be some guardrails, of course, which only makes sense. And then four, these agents need to be able to discover and hire resources to accomplish increasingly complex tasks without the need for human intervention or negotiation. So they do need to be, or at least need to have the capability of being entirely autonomous from beginning to end of a decision or a complex task. And they say that Skyfire is the tool or platform that's going to enable this infrastructure. Skyfire is described on the homepage as the financial stack for the AI economy. And in this new economy, there wouldn't be a need for credit cards or traditional bank accounts. The storage and transfer of currency would basically be handled digitally using blockchain technology and things like that. These agents wouldn't be able to, they'd be able to store and spend this digital currency autonomously. This new AI economy would also be a new channel for revenue and monetization, which is a big part of what they're pitching here on the Skyfire site. If you have an LLM or some proprietary AI technology, whether that's a GPT or an agent of your own development, you can introduce it or include it in this AI economy and start generating revenue when other autonomous AI agents engage yours or pull data from your LLM. On their homepage here, Skyfire tells you that you can make your products and services in data available for purchase to the fastest growing new user group, which is AI agents. So that's pretty crazy to consider that now there's a future where one of our customer audiences is going to be AI agents. I mean, have we even considered what marketing to an AI agent should look like or would look like? Do we market to them like any other persona or target audience? That is a pretty crazy concept. Let me know what you guys think about the future of marketing to AI. How can we convince AI, or how do we show the AI that our products and services are competitive or the best choice? And that's kind of blowing my mind right now as we talk about it. I think it opens up a much larger conversation around society, a society that is so deeply integrated with AI. When we're at the point where we're like, okay, now we have to figure out how to market to individual AI beings, we've reached a pretty crazy place, and I don't think we're that far away, guys. Okay, back to Skyfire. On the product page, they go through some of the features that are going to make this infrastructure possible. One being that you'll be able to empower your AI agent to access this financial economy. And not only that, the access will be global and will offer global access to not only LLMs, data sets, but also technological APIs, all through this one platform, which is pretty cool. They say here that you wouldn't necessarily need any subscriptions or credit cards or onboarding, which is definitely an appealing part of the pitch, considering how many disparate tools there are out there. Again, you're going to have this autonomous agent, but you're going to be able to enact budgets and control on these agents so you can control your spending. The funding of your agent is as simple as using traditional funding rails, as they're called here on the website, with US dollars, or you can fund with digital currency as well. The product is going to enable this infrastructure also by allowing for instant monetization by developers and creators. So this is what we were talking about earlier, a big part of what the pitch is or the sell is from Skyfire. If you have an AI product, you'll be able to allow other agents to access it, and your agents are going to then have a digital wallet where they'll be able to receive payments for selling this access. No bank accounts required. Not only that, you'll be able to perform this instant monetization globally, making your services or selling your access to agents across the world. Okay, now this next section on the product page, I think is going to be hugely important. We mentioned it a little bit ago, and that is the identity. And that's the entire, I think it's going to be entirely important or hugely important for this entire concept and idea in which agentic AI is engaging with society, and that's this idea of agent identity. So in the mission statement, they talked about how these agents are going to need to be trusted. They're going to need to be verified. There's going to need to be some sort of system of checks and balances to make sure that agents and users aren't abusing the system. And so in order to accomplish this, there's a few different things that are going to establish this identity for these agents, as it were. One is going to be just what it sounds like, an agent ID. On the site here, it says you'll create an open identifier for your agent's online identity, and you'll use it for authentication and authorization. On top of that, you will develop a history for your agent. All agents will have an agent history, and this is basically going to be a log of any activity that's associated with your agent's identity. And the point of this is to build just that, a history that is verifiable and provable. You can, prove the provenance, which we just learned in our previous episode, what provenance means of these services and of the currency being exchanged. Anyway, the third thing is that you can actually pay Skyfire to verify and differentiate your agent. You can think of it like the verification on Twitter or X, for users and organizations. You can pay for verification. And so again, the big sell here, it seems to me from Skyfire, and probably the most important part for us as business owners and marketers, is basically that this platform represents the beginning of an entirely new, not only economy, but that means revenue stream for businesses and developers and users, an entirely new financial economy and marketplace to take advantage of, whether that's investing in it or generating revenue with autonomous agents of your own. The tagline on the homepage really says it all, which is to empower your agents with payments, monetization, and an identity, which again, I feel is really going to be a key part of this, the identity, being able to somehow secure and regulate any abuse or fraud within the system, whether perpetrated by human users or the AI agents. So definitely check out the Skyfire website. And as an action item for today, consider how you would market to the new persona of an AI agent. I think that's a fun thought exercise. And, in a few years, it might be our job as marketers to market to that new user group. And according to Skyfire, we are not very far off from agents being able to shop for our products and services autonomously. In fact, there's a demo video of an exchange, a transaction, profitable exchange for one agent on the website. Definitely check it out. And so I'm definitely curious to see how we do optimization in Skyfire for your products and services. SEO for Skyfire, as it were. Skyfire engine optimization, maybe. At the very least, this is the second tool in as many days that we've talked about that is geared towards creating this new AI agent economy. So I think it's definitely time to start preparing for that reality. Okay, that does it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show or found it useful in any way, please do me a favor and follow on Spotify or subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. A review on top of that would be even more appreciated and so super helpful to the show. So until next time, and as always, thanks for joining me, and remember to stay curious, stay consistent, and keep navigating forward.